channel Python Tutorials. My name is Srinivas. In this session, I am going to discuss about Python tuple data structure. About Python tuple data structure. Tuple data structure. Tuple data structure. In this session, I will be covering the following topics. First point is what is tuple? What is tuple? How to declare a tuple? How to declare a tuple? How to declare a tuple? To perform the tuple operations and tuple methods. I will explain the tuple method. These are the topics covering in this session. Let's now get started. First of all, I will be explain what is tuple. First of all, I will be explain what is tuple. What is tuple? Like list, tuple is a collection of values. Tuple is a collection of values. Each value separated by commas, and enclosed by, and tuple is enclosed by parentheses. At the first point, a collection of values, each value separated by commas and enclosed by parentheses. Like this is a tuple. Tuple T equal to collection of values, each value separated by parentheses. This is called a parenthesis. Left parenthesis and right parenthesis. Enclosed parenthesis. Values are 11, 22, 33, and 34. These are the values. A collection of values, each value separated by commas and enclosed by the parentheses. The second one, tuples are created by using the tuple inbuilt function. Third one, within the tuple, the insertion order is preserved. Preserved means reserved, right? In the tuple, like list insertions are allowed within the list, but in tuples, the insertions are not allowed. Insertions are not allowed. In the tuples, insertions are not allowed. In the next one, deletions are not allowed. Insertions are not allowed, and deletions are not allowed. Insertions and deletions both are not allowed. And the sixth one, tuple. Okay, within the tuple, duplicate elements. In the tuple, duplicate elements are allowed. In the tuple, duplicate elements are allowed. The tuple, it supports heterogeneous element. It supports heterogeneous element. Like list, it supports heterogeneous elements. That is tuples, the tuple object stored different types of elements. Different types of element. Not only one type, shows the different types of elements. Very important point. Tuple is immutable. Very important point is tuple is immutable. That means the list is mutable. The tuple is immutable. Once we create a tuple object cannot modify its original values. Cannot modify or change its value. That is, tuple is immutable. Tuple supports indexing, like a list type. Tuple supports indexing and slicing. In Python, indexing are two types. Indexings are two types. Positive indexing and negative indexing. Positive indexing, negative indexing. What is positive indexing? Positive indexing means positive indexing starts from left to right. That is 0, 1, 2, and so on up to -1. As a negative indexing starts from right to left. left. That is the negative index starts from -1 and -2, -3, and so on. So and so values. That's it. And the next one, declaration of the tuple object. Declaration of a tuple object. Declaring a tuple object. What is tuple? Declare a tuple object. Tuple name equal to parenthesis. Here the parenthesis. Tuple name parenthesis. Value 1. A collection of values. Value 1 and the value 2, value 3, and so on, and so on. Value n values, and so on. Value n values, value n value. That means parenthesis. So now here clearing one example, one small example. Example t equal tuple equal to 11, 22, 33, and 44. That means the tuple. Declaration of tuple is tuple object is tuple name, list of values, a collection of values, list of values. This is a tuple t equal to so and so values. Or for example, some tuple x equal to values, some values, Python, list of courses, C, C++, and Java. Collection of values. It is called a tuple. It's called as a tuple. But there is a declaration part. And next, very important here, in the tuple, parentheses are optional. It is not compulsory. In list, square bracket is compulsory. Within the list, square bracket is compulsory. But within the tuple, in tuples, parentheses are optional. It is not compulsory. It is a optional optional types. No need of the compulsory. Not need. Right. The next one. First example one. How to create a empty tuple. Normal t equal to empty tuple. This is the parenthesis. The empty tuple. To create an empty tuple. T equal to RT1, RT2, some X, some Y, Z, or any name. The object here, the T is the object name. The parenthesis, empty parenthesis. It is called as a tuple. So here, print of T, print the value of the T, and print of type of T. That means the T is a empty type. Here, type it. First one, creating a tuple. T equal to empty. The program. For the print of T is empty tuple. See the result bottom of the screen. Empty tuple. T equal to empty tuple. Declaring a T equal to empty tuple. Print the value of T. And here the type of T. Here the data type of the T is integer type, or float type, or string type, or complex type, or boolean type, or list type, or tuple type, or set type, or dictionary type. Here the type of T is tuple type. That means to create a tuple, empty tuple. And the second example 2, to create a empty tuple, another way. To create a empty tuple using tuple inbuilt function. Empty tuples creation two types. One is the empty parenthesis, and one for using empty tuple function. Using the tuple inbuilt function, T equal to tuple inbuilt function parenthesis. Again we are run the print of T and the print of type of the T. Type of T means it is a tuple type. Tuple elements are created by using the tuple inbuilt function. That's the second point. A collection of values, each one separated by commas and closed by parentheses. It is called a tuple. And the second point, tuples are created by using the tuple inbuilt function. Right. So observe the second point. The tuples are created by using the tuple inbuilt function. Here write that tuple T equal to tuple and parenthesis, empty parenthesis without any value. Print the value of the T, empty tuple. And here the type of T is also a tuple type. And third example. To create a tuple with elements. How to create a tuple with elements? T equal to with parenthesis or without parenthesis, both are same. The parenthesis or without parenthesis. The parenthesis is optional. For the print of T and the type of T. The T is an element of type, tuple type. Here T equal to 11 value, 22, 33, and 44. With parenthesis or without parenthesis. It's possible without parenthesis also. Compulsory, not compulsory. Run T equal to and the output, display the output in parenthesis. That is a tuple type. output is going to parenthesis type of P. So here to create a tuple with elements. And another example, to create a tuple, okay, create a tuple using tuple function, with elements. That is P equal to tuple of creating a. So now this type of creation is called as empty tuple. But here we are creating a tuple with elements. That means range of example 1, 11 and so on. 1, 11. That means the range of 1, 11 means this function returns 1 to 10 values. This function returns the 1 to 10 values. And after these 1 to 10 values are converted into tuple types. This function returns the 1 to 10 values. These 1 to 10 values are converted into tuple type T type. And then print of T. That means automatically output is tuple type. No problem, no doubt. Now the T equal to is the result at the bottom of the screen. Tuple T equal to range of 1, 11. Parenthesis closed. And print the T value. T means 1 to 10. 1 to 10 is a tuple type. 1 to 10 is a tuple type. This function returns the range value, and after these elements are converting into tuple type. Clear? The next example. The next one. To create a tuple with a duplicate element. Is it possible in Python? With duplicate elements like list, creating a list with duplicate values. But similarly, tuple creating with duplicate values T equal to with duplicate values. Now the here 11 is a duplicate value, 22 is a duplicate value, and the print of T. So the result is equal here. Create tuple T equal to parenthesis duplicate values 11, 22, 11, 23, 22, 66, and 11, and so on. No doubt it. Creating a tuple with duplicate values. To creating a tuple with the duplicate values. And example, see next example. See the next example. To create a tuple with heterogeneous elements. Heterogeneous element in the what is heterogeneous element? Up to here we are creating a tuple with same type. But now we create a tuple with different data types. For example, 1901 is a some number integer type. For example, the another one is a string type. That is a RAM. Okay. Now some value equal to 45,000.50. Its value is a float type. One value is integer. One value is string type. One value is float type. Now the creating a value equal to creating a value heterogeneous element. Now here P equal to parentheses are without parentheses 1901 values. So we are creating a table without parentheses 1901 and ROM and value is 45,000.50 or 90 some any value. And now the T value to creating a tuple with the heterogeneous elements. And the next example, to create a tuple okay, at runtime using EVAL function. EVAL means evaluate function. T equal to EVAL of input of enter tuple elements. Enter the tuple elements at runtime. And at runtime into the value. For the automatically it is a runtime value. T equal to the type of T also tuple type. Okay. T equal to EVAL evaluate of input. Input is input function is to read the value from the keyboard. Tuple elements. Okay. Now enter the values. Enter tuple elements. Is it possible without parentheses or with parentheses? Now here 11, 22, 33, and 34. These elements are print the value. This is a tuple type. Print of T. Creating a tuple at runtime using evaluate function. Okay, guys, up to here, clear all of you. Right. The next one. What are the next topic is? The next topic. Our agenda is what is tuple? How to create a tuple is completed already. What are the tuple operations? What What are the different tuples? Operations. Tuple operations. That means are operators in tuples. Operators in tuples. Right? In tuples. What are the operators used in tuples? Right. The operators means one operation is concatenation. One operation is plus operation. Operator. One operator is star operator. One operator is equal to operator. And one operator is special operators, in and not in operators. These two are the in and not in operators. These two are in and not in operators. In and not in special operators in Python. In and not in special operators. Operators. What are the operators? Okay, arithmetic operator. These two are the arithmetic operators. It is a comparison operator. These operators are the special operators. Operators used in tuples. The first one is a plus operator. It is called as a concatenation operator. Concatenation operator. Okay. Concatenation operator. It is called as a plus. And now here star is a repetition operator. Repetition operator is called as a star. And now the equal to is called as a comparison operator. Comparison operator, that is a equal to operator is called as a comparison operator. First one is concatenation operator. We are using the concatenation operators in tuple. This operator, the plus operator, this operator is used to concatenate two or more tuples. For example, one tuple T1 equal to some 11, 22, 33, and 44, and one tuple T2 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and another tuple T3 equal to this is a concatenation operator. T3 equal to 100, 200, and 300, and so on values. Now we are performing the tuple T4 equal to T1 plus T2 plus T3. Concatenate three tuples values into one tuple, that is equal to T4. Here the tuple value T1. Okay. T1 equal to 11, 20, 30, 44. T2 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a tuple type, no doubt it. T3 equal to 100, 200, 300. Now the values. Here check the values. T4 equal to T1 plus T2 plus T3. From the concatenation operation, result is assigned to T4. Now the result value equal to, this is the T1 value, T2 value, and T3 value. All these values are concatenated into one tuple. The tuple is called as a T4. Okay, guys, clear? Concatenation operator. All right. The next one is the repetition operator. Repetition is a very important in Python. The repetition operator is star operator. It is used in this operator used in the list. This operator used in the tuples. This operator used in the sets. Same operator in the strings also. Concatenate two strings. Is it possible in concatenate two strings? The repetition. Same. All these operators are used in the strings, list, tuples, sets, dictionaries, and so on. Now here, what is the repetition? This operator is used to repeat a given tuple into n number of times. How many times you want? 5 times. Now the repetition T equal to it is a tuple 11, 22, 33, and 44. Now the print the value of the tuple T into 5 times. Multiplication symbol, star symbol. This operator is used to repeat the given tuple 5 times. Now here T value equal to 11, 22, 33, 44. Here print the value T into 5. Repetition operator. T star 5 means the given value printed 1 time, 2, 3, 4, and so on 5. This is the repetition operator. And the one more operator is concatenation operator. That is called as a comparison operator. Comparison operator equal to comparison. This operator is used to compare comparison of two or more tuples. Compare two or more tuples. both the tuples are equal, then it is the value true. It returns true or false. True or false value. Either true value or false value. Only true or false. It is only true and false. It is only true value or false value. True value or false value. Okay, now both the tuples are true. Both the tuples are equal, then it is true. Otherwise, it is the false value. T1 equal to 11, 22, 33, and 44. For example, T2 also second tuple equal to 11, 22, 33, and 44. And T3 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. T3 equal to 1, 2, 4. Compare these values. Print of T1 equal to T2. Print of T2 value T2 equal to T3. Print of T3 equal to T1. It is either true value or false value. Either true value or false value. So now here both the T1 value, T2 value, okay, both the values are same value, both the same values, it is true. And T2 and T3 are different values. Now it is the value equal to false. And T3 and T4, T1 also different values. It is the value equal to false value. Clear up to here? And the next one, go to next heading, the in and not in operators. In and not in operators. In and not in operators. These operators are used for the special operators in Python. These operators are used in special operators. What is in and what is not in? What is in not in? These operators are also called special operators. Special operators in Python. This is very important. Special operators are very important. These operators are also called special operators. Okay. What is in and what is not in? In means if the given value present in a object, it returns true. It returns true. Otherwise returns false. If the value present in a object, it returns true. Otherwise, present in a false. Not in. If the given value not present in a list, not present in a tuple. In a tuple or some value in a object, it returns true. It returns true. Otherwise returns false. That is a value of the in and not in operators. Next with example 1. That is example 1. T equal to, for example, 11, 22, and 33 and 44. Right? Print of 11 in T. 11 is present or not in T. 11 present or not in T. For example, print of 99 in T. 99 is a given value. T is a object of the tuple. This 99 value present or not in the given list. This value is not present, then it returns the value false. This value is present, returns the value equal to true. And here print of example 34 not in T. Returns the value false. Print of for example 88 not in T. Returns the value equal to true value. This is the in and not in operators in tuples. For example, T equal to 11, 22, 33, and 44. T value print out with print or without print. 11 in T, 11 in T, 2. Return the value equal to, see the bottom of the result. Output is displayed on the screen. Bottom of the result. Bottom of the screen. Now the 11 in T. Now 99 in T. False. 44 not in T. False. 88 not in T. That is true. For example, RAM value in T. False. Python value. Python is a string. This string is present or not. Python not in T. Letter not in tree. The in and not in operators in Python. Up to here, clear all of you? Our agenda is what is tuple, how to declare a tuple element, to perform the tuple operations, and the next one is tuple methods. What are the methods are available in tuples? Tuple methods means tuple inbuilt functions. Inbuilt functions. Tuple inbuilt functions. Tuple methods. Tuple methods. Or methods in tuple. Tuple methods. Clear? Or tuple, or it is also called tuple inbuilt functions. Built-in functions. Built-in functions in tuple. Built-in functions in tuple. In list, one function is len, one function is max function, one function for min function, one function for sum function in list, and one function for append function, and one function for insert function, one function for extend function in the list. These are the functions, and one more and the different functions are. If you want to, these three functions are used for the insertion operation, and remove function, and pop function, clear function, clear, and reverse function, sort function, count function, index function, index function, index function. These are the different functions in list. But in tuple, the basic important point is in the tuples. One important point is insertions are not allowed. That means add. That means add, insert, extend functions are not available here. The deletions are not available. The tuple is only read the values, but not the modification, but not the modified. That is, tuple is immutable. You cannot read. You can read only, but not modify the value. The tuple is immutable. So now here in the tuple, these functions are not available. Append function is not available because insertion is not available. Insertion is not allowed in Python. So no insert function, no extend function. And the third next one, remove function is not available because deletions are not allowed. Pop is not available. The clear is not available. But the modifications are not available. And in the list, reverse is also not available. And one more function, sorted is available. Sort function is available. And these are the functions supported in tuple. That the functions supported in the tuple. First one, len. Here, len. What is the value of the len? Len, this function, len function, len function. This function is used to, or it returns number of elements present in a tuple. This function returns the number of elements present in a tuple. And second function, max, it returns the highest value in a tuple. Highest value in a tuple. And the third function, min function, it returns the lowest value. It is the lowest value in a tuple. The lowest value in a. And next one, fourth one, sum. This function, it returns the sum of all elements in a tuple. In this function is using all the tuple elements must be same type. All the tuple elements must be same type. One is, for example, x equal to, or tuple t equal to some value, t equal to 11, 22, 33, and 44. Here number equal to 22 and 44. Print of some value. Number of elements equal to number of elements equal to, find the length of t. Here the number of elements equal to one more. Highest value equal to the max of t. Highest value is max of t. And lowest value equal to, we are using min function, min of t. And print of the value, sum of elements equal to sum of t. This is example 1 using all the above functions. Covering all the above functions. Example 1 is we are using len function, we are using max function, we are using min function, we are using sum function. Right here, for example, some x value or t value or y value, something, any value. For example, x equal to a tuple, x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, equal to 8, 23, and 44. It is a tuple. It is a tuple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 23, and 44. Here, find the number of elements in this tuple. Len of x. Here, at least given tuple, number of elements are, this is a tuple. The number of elements are 7 elements. And the max of x, maximum element in the x, maximum element is 44. And the min of x, find the minimum value equal to x. The sum of elements, sum of x equal to sum of elements are here 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 8 plus 23 plus 44 to find the sum of elements in x. For example, it is used, these functions is used only for all the elements are homogeneous. If the elements are heterogeneous, we are using only len function. The remaining functions are not applicable. Because, for example, heterogeneous type. For example, here one tuple t equal to, for example, 1901. For example, this is a Python. Okay. For example, all 9.99 value. Here is it is a tuple, but this tuple is a heterogeneous tuple. Len of 3. Now the number of elements in the tuple equal to 3. We are using max of t. Returns, what happens? The returns equal to error, type error, because what is the max function? This function is used the greater than symbol internally. It is working, but here the greater than symbol not supported between the instances string and integer. Here this value is string type, integer type. This value is string type. The greater than symbol is not supported. The greater than symbol is supported only for homogeneous type, but not the heterogeneous type. This one is a integer value, this one is a string value, this one is a float value. Here we are using min of t. The error, that is the minimum value less than symbol, less than operator, not supported between the instances. Some value, sum of t is not supported, unsupported. Sum is not possible. One value is string, one value is integer. Addition is not possible. First value is integer and the second value is string value. In these two values, addition operator plus operator is not possible. That's why it is the value type error, unsupported operand. It returns the unsupported operand. This one returns unsupported operand. Okay, guys, up to here 4 functions. And the next one important function is sort the elements. And the next one is sorted. In the same function usually in the list, but the list is only sort function. This function or this method, this function is used to sort the elements. The different types sort the elements, either ascending order or descending order. Sort the elements either ascending order or descending order. What is ascending order? Ascending order means lowest value to highest value. What is a descending order? Descending order means highest value to lowest value. Now sort the elements. Example 1. First example. To sort the tuple elements in ascending. By default order is the ascending order. T equal some sorting elements, tuple value equal to some value 11, 2, 6, and example 10, 5. These are the tuple elements. Print of sorted of T. Observe the syntax. Sorted of T. The example 1. Okay, T equal to, found the value 11, 22, 7 and 5. 7 and 5. Now sorted of T. Sort the element. We are using sorted function. Sorted of T. The elements are 5, 7, 11 and 22. The elements are sorted of T. Now these elements are sorted in ascending order. And example 2, second example, to sort the elements, same one, to sort the tuple elements, in descending order. Descending order. Descending order. We are using T equal to 11 two elements 7 and 5. 11 2 and 7 print off sorted of P. The elements P equal to 11 2 7 and 5. Now sorted of P, the elements order in the descending order. Descending order means here we are using one parameter. The parameter is reverse equal to 2. If you want to print the elements in reverse equal to 2, the value equal to reverse equal to 2. Now the elements are the elements in descending order. Descending order means first to print the value 22 and 11, 7 and 5. This is very important. And 11, 7, 5 and 22. Elements are sorted in descending order. Here very important point. The elements are sorted in descending order. And the next another two functions are, one function is count and another one is a index function. Now the count function. What is count? Count. This function is used to this function returns number of times present a given element in a tuple. Number of times present a given element in a tuple. This function returns a number of times present a given element in a tuple. For example, T equal to different values 11, 22, 11, some values. These are the values. For example, here number of times present. Print of T dot count of 66. 66 is a given element. This element is present how many number of times? T equal to 11, 22, 11, 66. Given list of 99, 3, 8, and 66 are the elements. This element T dot count of 66. 66 is presented in 2 times. Now the output, this function returns the integer value, returns value equal to T dot count of 11, the value in valid syntax, because one parenthesis is extra, we are typing one parenthesis extra. It says T dot count of 11, T dot count of 11, T dot count of, for example, the element not present in a list 88 is not present in a tuple, return the value equal to 0. And the print of T dot count of 11, return the value. Print of T dot count of, for example, 99. 99 is not present in a tuple. If the element not present in a tuple, if the element not present in a tuple, it returns 0. If the element not present in a tuple, it is automatically 0. The tuple returns this function automatically returns the value 0. Clear up to here? And the next function, the last inbuilt function is index. This function returns this function returns the index number of the given tuple. Index number of the given tuple. How to store the elements in a tuple? For example, it is a list. Okay, this is the list of values, and the list of values are 11, 22, and 11, 66, 99, and 3, 8, and 66. This is a tuple. This is a tuple stored in the memory. So 11, 0, one position, and the superposition, third index number, fourth index number, fifth index number, sixth index number, and the index number is 7. This function returns the index number of the given element. Here 2 cases. One case is if the element is not present, then what happens? If the element present in more than one time, then what happens? If the given element not present in a tuple, it returns value error. it returns a value error. Wait, it returns the value error. If the element present more than one time, if the element present, the given element present more than one time, more than one time, then returns a first occurrence. That's the first occurrence. For example, here, the given tuple T equal to, it is a tuple 11, 22, 11, 66, 99, 3, 8, and 66. This is a tuple value. Print of T dot index number of 99. Index number of 99. This function returns the index number of 99. Okay, clear. 99 index number is only for 4. And print of T dot index number of the 11. The index number of the 11 is 0. Here it is present in multiple times, but more than one time it is present in multiple times. So the index number of the 11 is 0. Here T dot index of 66. It is present in multiple times. It is the value. First occurrence is only 3. Print of T dot index of 200. 200 element is not present in our tuple. That's why it is the value equal to value error. Now T equal to 11, 22. Check it. 11, 22, 66, 99, 3, 8, and 66. This is a given tuple. Here T dot index of 99. The index of 99, this function returns the value is 4. And the T dot index of 11. This 11 function returns the value index of 11. Returns the value equal to 0. Because 11 is first assigned to first occurrence is only for 0. T dot index of 66. 66 is present in multiple times, but it is the first occurrence. First occurrence index number is only for 3. Okay, the next one. T dot index of 200. The given element is not present in a list. If the given element is present one time, if the given element present in one time, it is the index number. If the given element not present, it is the value error. Or it is the more than one time, the reference is first occurrence only. The first occurrence only. Now the T dot index of 200 returns the value error. This function simply returns the value error. Okay, guys, up to here clear. Len, max, min, sum, count, index, and sorted. These functions present are available in tuples. Okay, guys, up to here clear. Thanks for watching this video.